Hello guys, hi. So today we are discussing about network protocol overview. So before I will tell you about the network. If somebody is working on the cloud or any other systems in the IT, anybody who is working, it's very important he and her to know that what is the network protocol types we are having. So as I have mentioned, there are like FTP, SFTP, HTTP, HTTPS. These are the common protocols which we are actually using to communicate in the network. It's okay. If you are learning something like DevOps or something, if you don't know the network protocol, then I think you may be losing a lot of things. You are not going to be understanding much things. So it's important to know the network protocols. Very important topics. Okay, either you are a professional developer or the IT guy or the outside person. Normal person who is using this one, it's a day-to-day activities what we are having. So let's come up to the FTP, which is a file transfer protocol. So this file transfer protocol, as the name says, that you have to transfer the files from one system to another system. So for transferring that one within the same local network, you use a FTP file transfer system. So this is not secure. So there is another SFTP file transfer, which is a secured one. It is used to transfer files between two computers, okay, over a network, which is the common network. Okay, and this usually use the port 20 and 21. Supports both active and passive mode. Not inherited secure data, and in data included credential can be sent in the plain text. So this is the simple one. SMTP, which is a simple mail transfer protocol. When you are sending a mail from through your Gmail or your Yahoo or Red Hat or your Outlook, so this SFTP, this is under the line. This is the protocol which is used to transfer the data. Okay, so that so as of now you will not be able to know that when you are writing and sending an email, but you will never know that what is the internal configuration has been done. But earlier days there was the configuration used to be done in the Outlook. You need to mention all the details. So okay, for sending and receiving the data, used for sending emails across the internet. So that is what SMTP, which used to send the data across the internet. Usually use the port number 25 and the port number 465 and 585 for the secure transmission. Handle the sending and relaying of the email message. Does not support retrieving or storing the emails. So this doesn't support retrieving an email or storing the email. Okay, next is the HTTP protocol, which is hypertext protocol. This is the common and the first in the internet which HTTP came. So a lot of people knows about that, what are how to use internet and all. They don't know which one they has to use. If somebody told you that okay, my website is secure, the people will say that my website is secure. Then your simple question you can ask, are you using HTTP or HTTPS? So if they say I am using HTTP, then it's not secure. So when guys, it's important to understand when to use the HTTP or when not to use the HTTPS. HTTPS again is a paid version. You have to buy the certificate from the certificate authority and import into your application. But HTTP, you don't need any certificate. When you have a static data where you are not taking the customer input and storing in the server or somewhere, then you or in case of any financial data where with the dynamic data is there, in that case you don't want HTTP. Always should be the HTTPS. So that's the reason always you need when you have some blogs, if you are writing, or some just web page or some invitation if you are creating, then you can simply use the HTTP one. Now let's go to the most important one, HTTPS. And nowadays everything is the HTTPS. if you just go to the any browser, if you just check that one, it is all about HTTPS. HTTPS it's an enhanced version of HTTP, having this more secure. By default it is 443. So for example, if you just type here, okay, for example, if you type google.com, this is the IP address of it's some MAC address, not the IP address. Okay, now let's do the telnet of this IP. Space 443. It's not working. Telnet not to come. So I have not enabled my telnet here. That's the reason telnet is not working. But this is how you can do the configuration. You can ping the any URL. For example, I have pinged here for if we just go here and see that so let's type this IP and see are we getting any response or not. Okay. So this, you are not able to reach this IP, so this IP is not valid. So this is how you can check the IP related thing. So next let's go to the next one, which is domain name. So domain name is nothing but whatever every website have their own IP. That IP is renamed with the some name which is easily understandable. Like today you are calling Google. What is the Google IP address? The Google IP address is something in number format. So those number format is different, and what you can see it is that google.com. The similar to that, if you have your friend or something and they have their own mobile number which is 10-digit number, but you always save with his name like Ram, Sham or something. In that case you need to you always type a Ram or Sham, whatever. So this is how the DNS. So DHCP, dynamic host configuration protocol. So if you have some external devices which need to be connected to your laptop, like connecting a mobile or some external devices, then like earlier we used to do the printer, we used to configure the printer and all those things. In this case, DNH under the line they use the DNH to communicate all those things. Okay, next is TCP IP transport protocol and internet protocol. Source for the communication protocol used to interconnect network devices. This is usually used with our IoT systems. TCP IP ensure the reliable data transfer and error checking, IP handling, addressing and routing the packages. So this is again when you are using that one. Okay, thanks for looking into my channel, and please subscribe. If you have any queries, good or bad comments, you just pass it here.